So exactly what I've been talking about, saying was going to happen, it finally happened. That's what we're going to be talking about today because, everybody was expecting us to, have this drop because, I did mention, hey, we're going to drop, but we're going to talk about what made everything drop and we're going to talk about what's possibly going to come next. So anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice, but let's get straight into it. So, at this moment right now, we are at 8Z3788, trying to pass this little resistance up here. We're trying to stay above the Fibonacci, but I'm going to just tell you right now, it's probably not going to do that. It's probably going to end up dropping another level. So we're probably going to end up getting rejected at this prime trend assist line here. So we're going to end up getting rejected there. And this is with our chart prime indicators. Link in the description if you want the chart prime indicators. But anyways, we're probably going to end up getting rejected here, like I was saying. Look at how hard that momentum wave band is curving downwards. That's just showing downward momentum is now coming in for Baby Doge. So we're going to see that downward momentum for both of these momentum wave bands. That's going to be going for the resistance one and the support one. So if you're going to just follow the momentum wave bands and think about it like that, we're probably going to end up seeing the prices here leveling out somewhere around this region right here, 8Z3400. That's also where our discounted price point is with our chart prime indicators, and it's right at the bottom of that momentum wave band. So I think we're about to pull back to 8Z3400 pretty soon. We already pulled back to 8Z3490, and all of this happened because of the Fed did a meeting. Everything started to go up at first. They did the 25 basis points. They cut by 25 basis points for the interest rates. And then once they started to ask questions, people started asking provoking questions. And then eventually, I guess he slipped up and then mentioned that we were not going to have as many Fed cuts inside of 2025, and they're not going to do it as much. And then they're like, well, why are we even cutting now? Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I guess the market put two and two together and is like, look, maybe is going to be a bad year for 2025. That's what people are thinking. So, anyways, we just got a lot of selling, right? So a lot of selling has happened. It has dropped all the way down here to that discounted price point right here at 8Z3400. But now we're kind of back up here. We're back up to 3700, but it's going to be short lived in my personal opinion. If we are to break this, then we got to try to get past this trend assistant line here, and that's going to be around 3900. We're going to have a hard time getting back to 8Z40 pretty much. So the only thing that I see bringing us back up here, or back up to 8Z50 range, is going to be something big. Like, remember what they're talking about? They're talking about, the only thing more unpredictable than Baby Doge or whatever, something like that along those lines. Said in crypto, predicting Baby Doge's next strategic move is like guessing what Elon Musk will post next. Well, the only way we're going to get back to 8C50 right now is if Elon Musk posts something provoking about Baby Doge like before, or if we just drop something huge, like something huge just comes out. Big exchange listing, they were talking about the three exchange listings from Coinbase, Crypto.com, and Kraken. They're talking about those three exchange listings. So we got to get on one of those exchange listings, right? So yeah, we got to get either Kraken, Crypto.com, or Coinbase. We got to see that in order to continue to rise. Everything in the market is bleeding out, by the way. So it's not just Baby Doge. So don't think it's just Baby Doge doing it. If you look at the whole overall market, everything's going down. Bitcoin back at 100K. We see Bitcoin down 5%, Ethereum down 6%, XRP 9%, BNB 3%, Solana 7%, Dogecoin 8%, Cardano 97 cents at 7.6%, Tron 6%, Avalanche 9%, 10% Chainlink. Sheeb is really following behind Doge. So Doge has really taken over, and Sheeb is like falling behind. It's going not obsolete, but yeah, Sheeb is really falling behind Doge. But anyways, as you can see, the whole overall market is bleeding right now. A lot of money is leaving the markets. So yeah, that's a pretty big move right here. This is the total crypto market cap. So the total crypto market cap recently has just now went just from today, as you can see here. Well, actually from today is all the way down here, but from the 16th, right, all the way till now, we've seen it go from 3.9 trillion inside of a whole overall crypto market cap. 3.9 trillion all the way down to 3.6 trillion. And even before we were at 3.8 back there. But yeah, about 3.9 trillion down to 3.6 trillion for the whole overall market cap for crypto. So yeah, a lot of money has been bleeding out of the markets. So yeah, we gotta get back up to where we were before, but obviously it's gonna take some time. But yeah, we were pretty high on the crypto market cap. So I think this might be the end of the Bitcoin season. We're getting close to it because I still think Bitcoin's going to reach 119 to 120K. But notice how we had a huge drop in the markets, but you kind of still see like a lot of that money is still here. A lot of that money is still here, right? So I think this is actually a kind of a good thing. You know, it might just be showing like that there's a lot of money inside of the smaller altcoins that's not necessarily bleeding out the market. So even though we've seen a lot of drops in the overall crypto market, we're still seeing some altcoins are still holding fairly well. Sui is one that's was holding actually pretty decently, only down 4.7%, but it's actually up 0.5% in the last 7 days, which a lot of these are not up at all in the last 7 days. Monero XMR is up. That's a coin that you really don't hear much about. Ethena, you don't hear much about that. It's up. There's a lot of these random coins that you really don't hear much about that are up. The whole Pudgy Penguins thing has been going crazy. But yeah, a lot of different coins have been kind of holding strong. BitGet token, for the exchange, as you can see, that is holding up fairly well. So hopefully we can see Baby Doge doing the same thing, holding up good. Honestly, it's going to be hard for us. Down 3.3%. Well, now 1.9% in the last 24 hours. But we're still up in the last 30 days, so that's good. But we're down 32% in the last 7 days. Like that's terrible. Literally 32% in the last 7 days. We need to see some gains coming back inside of Baby Doge. Like I mentioned before, I think we're gonna get rejected around 8Z40. We may or may not, but I do think we're gonna get rejected up there. It's just been happening every single time. We just keep getting rejected at that trend assistant line. Like every time we get to that prime trend assist line for our chart prime indicators, it usually ends up in a rejection. This one rare time that it did not get rejected, but it usually always ends in a rejection when we hit that trend assistant line. So you can see time and time again as it's hitting that trend assistant line, it just keeps getting rejected. Now, eventually, there's going to be a moment where there's just a reversal and it does not hit that. It does not get rejected at that line, kind of like how I did back here yesterday. But it was very short lived. So now we got to see if we can actually break past that line up there, that trend assistant line. So yeah, this is a pretty big movement inside of the whole crypto market with everything going down. So I'll keep you all updated with that. But yeah, it's definitely not looking good. Now, as it comes to a Bitcoin dominance, look at the Bitcoin dominance here. Bitcoin dominance at pretty much an all-time high, near all-time high, 54.4% inside of Bitcoin dominance. So other altcoins, 13%. That's other altcoins is not being as dominant. So Bitcoin is really taking over everything. So the dominance is going down for other altcoins. The dominance for Cardano is the purple one. The Cardano dominance is pretty much back to normal, what it usually is. So Cardano has been pretty dominant. Doge has lost some dominance. Solana, their dominance is kind of at a normal range here. Let's go ahead and click for the last 24 hours. That's what we want to look at. So yeah, we see like a lot of the dominance for all these different coins. Like you're seeing that Bitcoin's just becoming dominant over everything. Like Bitcoin was usually around 50%, 49% dominance, but now it's sitting at 56% dominance. Ethereum at 12% dominance, but 12.76% actually. So yeah, Bitcoin is really, really dominant right now. But it's very easy for it to be a reversal. And then you can see some of the dominance coming back to the other cryptos. That's what we want to pay attention to because we're in Baby Doge, which is other crypto as they call it, right? Um, Other cryptos, the dominance is not doing too well. 13.16% in other cryptos. The highest other cryptos has ever been has been pretty much now, like right around now. Well, actually, no, back here in 2021. So we want to see about 16% to 23% in other cryptos dominance. So like in August, we had some other crypto dominance going up to 23% at one of its peaks in its dominance. So we need to see some dominance inside of other cryptos because that's where Baby Doge is at pretty much. So that would be very, very helpful. Very, very helpful. 38% back in 2018. So yeah, we need to see that dominance increasing. So we need to see more surface area for the gray area for other cryptos being more dominant. So now, as you can see, there's less surface area for this for all other cryptos. So that's just a little bit of some my little analysis that I'm seeing here with our dominance chart. So we're not in altcoin season yet. We need to see it past 20%. If we see it past 20% and then start going up a little bit more, we'll have a little bit more dominance. But as you can see, Bitcoin over the last month has been taking over dominance. So we really need to see above 20% and more so like 25%. Just think about last year around, well, really 2021, like 30%. Like, yeah, 2018 and 30%, that's where we were. So 20 to 30% is where our dominance needs to be for all other cryptos for it to be very good. Now, over here, you can see the Telegram trading bot that they're talking about. They said, imagine we release a Telegram trading bot for Puppy.fun as well. Now, they wouldn't just say that just because. They would only say that if they were actually going to release a trading bot for Telegram. So that's actually pretty good. So yeah, I'll definitely keep you all updated on that. And then shout out to a Baby Doge supporter here. We got Mikey for me with his Baby Doge truck here. So that's pretty interesting, pretty cool there. He's got the Baby Doge truck, and he got retweeted by Doge team over here. So he got retweeted by the Baby Doge team with his Baby Doge wrapped truck. So that's actually pretty big for someone inside of the community to get retweeted by Baby Doge. So yeah, this is Baby Doge interacting with the community. So that's actually a pretty good thing. But yeah, shout out to you for that. And when it comes to like, the dominance thing, like I was saying, 20 to 25%, that's what we need to see for some good dominance. We always touch 20% briefly, but we need to consistently be like high up there with it. So yeah, more preferably 30%. I'm gonna just keep that there. More preferably 30%. The volume at 90 million is pretty decent. I want to see that go back up to like 500 million because that's how much we'll need if we want to see like the 8Z50. If we want to see 8Z50, and yeah, we need to get up there to that like that 500, 300 million range. So yeah, that's what we need to see. But anyways, like I said, it finally happened. We finally dropped below this support line, and I think we're gonna go a little bit lower as well to that discounted price point at 8Z3400. I do believe eventually we're working our way to 8Z30, unfortunately, but this is how it goes inside of crypto. So we got to be prepared for what could possibly happen next. So yeah, hopefully Bitcoin doesn't continue to bleed out, right? Hopefully Bitcoin doesn't go down to like the low 90Ks or 80K or 70K range, because then that would be pretty bad for everything else. And while we're in the video, I'll probably do a whole Bitcoin technical analysis for you guys so you guys understand where Bitcoin's going. But Bitcoin is at that discounted price range all the way here at the bottom with our chart prime indicators. Technically, it should be going back up, technically. But look at that momentum wave band. It's just like almost a 90-degree angle. So we could have an even bigger drop for Bitcoin coming into the market. And look, it's only at the equilibrium price point here for the 4-hour chart. So it could have a little bit of a reversal there because the momentum wave band is still on up and up, right? For the long-term charts here, more longer term charts, I should say. Because if you look at the daily chart, I mean, it's probably halfway to the equilibrium price, not even fully. So technically on the daily chart, I mean, what if it is to pull back here to this range? But I don't know. It could keep going. I mean, Bitcoin could keep going. It's still Bitcoin season. It's not really altcoin season right now. So maybe altcoins keep dropping hard and then Bitcoin keeps going up. But Bitcoin has hit a major support area right here. This equilibrium price point is major support. If it does continue to go down, then we're looking at 90K. We're looking at low 90Ks, right? If it does continue to go down. But if it doesn't, then we're looking at getting right back up to 107K and eventually getting past 110K there and eventually 119K before we have the first major drop. So that's what we're looking towards. If not, 90K is coming soon. So we'll see what happens there with that. I'll give you guys a full breakdown on Bitcoin though. Probably gonna happen tomorrow because it's getting late. But anyways, this is all I got for y'all today. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice at all. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section. If you want the automated trading indicators with Chart Prime, best inside of the world, definitely check out the link in the description for Chart Prime. Go ahead and sign up through that link, and it'll definitely help out the channel a lot. So definitely check that out. And yeah, all that good stuff. Hit the like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. As always, I'll be back with another video.